How can Torah teach us to practice compassion for suffering? Imagine a world where caring for others is woven into every action you take. The Torah offers a clear path to understanding how to show compassion, especially when others are hurting. It begins with the idea that God Himself is compassionate. The Hebrew word rachamim, which means compassion, comes from the root word for womb, symbolizing a deep, nurturing care. This divine trait sets a standard for us to follow. The Torah and Jewish tradition emphasize that compassion is a defining feature of the Jewish people. Not showing compassion is seen as a serious moral failing. Stories in the Torah highlight empathy as a vital value. For example, the command, "Do not oppress a stranger, for you know the soul of the stranger, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt," links personal hardship to caring for others. The Torah mentions the stranger 36 times, stressing the importance of kindness and protection for outsiders. This shows that even when someone is different or vulnerable, we are obligated to act with compassion. Jewish law, or halacha, turns these values into specific actions. There are commandments that requiring helping those in need. Giving charity, called Tzedakah, is not optional but a duty. Visiting the sick, known as bikur kolim, feeding the hungry, clothing the poor, and offering interest-free loans are all ways to actively reduce suffering. These acts are meant to be consistent, not just occasional acts of kindness. The goal is to create a society where caring for the vulnerable is a shared responsibility. Jewish teachings also stress that suffering should not be ignored because others are happy. The Talmud teaches that the poor are God's people, meaning their needs are a priority. This perspective turns suffering into a call for community action. It encourages us to see helping others as a moral obligation, not just an act of charity. The Torah's approach extends beyond humans to animals. Laws prohibit causing unnecessary pain to animals, and stories like Moses caring for his flock show the importance of tenderness toward all creatures. This broad view of compassion teaches us that kindness is a universal value. The core lesson is that feeling sympathy is not enough. The Torah urges us to act on that feeling. The system of commandments ensures that compassion becomes a regular part of life. It guides us to notice suffering, feel its weight, and respond with practical support. This structured approach helps build a community where caring for the vulnerable is a shared duty. In the end, the Torah teaches us that compassion for suffering is rooted in divine example, expressed through law, and reinforced by stories and principles. It calls on each of us to be attentive, empathetic, and active in helping those in pain. This is how the richness of Jewish scripture becomes a living guide for ethical action and a more caring world.